federal vaccine mandate putting my marriage on the rocks. Would love some advice. To be fair, my marriage has already been on the rocks in the last few years over my husband's long bouts of unemployment and trust issues. We had been making good progress in marriage therapy. Husband found meaningful employment that he enjoys. Then COVID hit us hard and it seems his mental health has taken a hit. Since the beginning he's been hesitant about the vaccines. I'm pro-vaccine and up until now have been very understanding of the hesitancy on his part. The past month, he's been diving head first into all the conspiracy theories and we can no longer see eye to eye. Let alone discuss the issues and what all of the changes mean for our family. We have a 2-year-old, so this makes things even more difficult. Even with the alarming new turn towards what appear to be very strange conspiracy theories, we've still been getting along in almost all other parts of our relationship. Lives were just about to graduate from marriage therapy too. I feel beside myself with this sudden onset of conspiracy theory talk and have no idea what to do but listen and inquire about the legitimacy of the sources. The federal vaccine mandate announced today has also put everything on the line for me as my husband is a government employee and will be fired for refusing the vaccine. This will undo years of work in marriage therapy and bring back all the pain and suffering from the past. I cannot support both a child and an unemployed husband on my income again. Or really, I refuse to. My husband also refuses to back down on the conspiracies and the anti-vaccine choice. I feel torn and would hate for this to be the hill we die on. Especially with all the work and progress we've made, but I also feel like this is the line in the sand. I just cannot go back to supporting a husband who's employed by choice. Does throwing a 10-year marriage away over this make sense? What would you do in this situation? Girl, I feel your pain. I have lost a lot of good friends to COVID-idiot nonsense. Before you graduate from marriage therapy, you need to bring this issue to that table, statum. Tell your therapist exactly what is happening, what is at stake, what you feel about it, and maybe take a dive into guided apophenia. And if this therapist does not help, get them to get you a referral. And if you give it your all on this hill for the next few months, Google sunken cost fallacy. Don't live the next 10 years of your life chained to a complete heel of a man. Godspeed. I don't really have any advice, but I can say I'm stuck in a similar situation with my girlfriend, but the anti-vaxxer is her mom. Her mom said she is going to cut communications with us and not let her see her younger sisters if we get vaccinated, and my mom won't let us come over to see my siblings unless we are vaccinated. Sorry if this isn't what you were looking for, but I felt like I needed to leave it here. It's a really tough spot to be in. Your husband has been brainwashed to the point that he's not only willing to risk his own health, the health of others including your child, and give COVID better odds of mutating into an even more dangerous variant. He's also willing to risk his job, income and your marriage. Sorry, but it doesn't seem like you two are in any way ready to graduate from any form of counseling. He is risking your daughter's health and safety, his health and safety, your health and safety, and is making irrational decisions based on bullshit. You shouldn't have to put up with his literally insane, dangerous behavior when he has the choice to behave in a safe and sane manner. You don't have to keep fighting a battle that you can't win. I know it sucks, but trying to make rational arguments won't do anything but frustrate you both. It doesn't sound like this was the best relationship to begin with, but I think it's time to accept it's over if he won't get the vaccine. And to answer that question, it absolutely makes sense to divorce over this. It's not throwing away a marriage, it's accepting the reality that he's a toxic partner and making your life worse. Perhaps appealing to your husband from the POV of past struggles, what he has overcome, and what he stands to lose by refusing the vaccine. Sometimes as an adult, you do things you don't want to do so you can support the people you love. Ask him to get the vaccine for the sake of your family, to not roll back all the progress you've made together. If he still refuses the vaccine after that, is this truly someone you want to spend your life with? The people here are, QA non-casualties might have some support services that could help, or at least be able to offer some advice. Good luck, you deserve to be happy. Conspiracy theorists rarely believe in just one conspiracy, and there's a reason for that. They're addicts. They are addicted to feeling in the know, versus the blind sheeple, they're addicted to feeling right. The only way an addict can confront and defeat their addictions is if they truly want to. It sounds like your husband doesn't, and no amount of argument will put him on the path back to sanity. I am sorry, Op. I have given up hope for people who refused the vaccine and read conspiracy theory. It is just so tiring to try and reason with them. I can't begin to imagine doing that to my partner. I don't have advice, just sympathy for your situation. My ex cheated. Hello. I went on a vacation with my roommate to see his family in Europe. Being my first time in Europe, I jumped at the opportunity. Before leaving, my girlfriend and I had been at odds but ultimately determined that we care about each other and would work on us when we got back. She went to California to help her friend move for grad school. She has an ex in California that she said is her friend, but he never hits her up. I told her I felt uncomfortable with her seeing him while there since she mentioned her still wants to sleep with her. Fast forward, I felt something was off. I text my girlfriend and she said she's driving to hang out with him and I have nothing to worry about. She ended up getting drunk and high at his place. She mentioned he had a girlfriend and I have nothing to worry about. Then when I landed back stateside, she wouldn't answer phone, saying she was watching a movie with him. She answers the phone drunk and threatened to sleep with him if I piss her off. I asked her if she did and she said no multiple times. Next day she mentioned that she slept with him 3 times without a condom and that she felt bad and wants to talk to me in person. Also, he doesn't have a girlfriend. She mentioned that to calm me down. I told her I can't trust her and she tried to flip it and said she felt I cheated, never cheated. She mentioned that if she didn't care she would have told me straight up and that she still has feelings for him but sees a long-term relationship with me. I told her she's a cheater and I can't trust her, but she insists on talking to me in person. We literally had plans for my upcoming birthday. Part of me hates her. What do you all think I should do? Cut all forms off contract and never see her again. If you have stuff at her place, either make her drop it off to a friend's or have a friend come with you to get your stuff. Do not be alone, she will start the guilt tripping and manipulation. Visit Surviving Infidelity. Ditch this narcissistic woman. All she's going to do is project the horrible things she does on you even though you're not doing them. Dated someone like this and leaving her for a secure, kind woman. Now my wife was the best thing I ever did. Yeah, it's over, I wouldn't even look back. What's interesting to me is she went to California to help her friend move into grad school. How far was that drive? Just to help her friend move? I'm thinking she was planning to visit her ex beforehand. Her friend moving was just a good excuse to go see him. You're already calling her your ex. Continue with that. The relationship is done. You went on a trip, and she slept with her ex. Honestly, it feels like she did it because she didn't go on the trip with you, that she did it out of spite. So call it quits and keep it that way. If you two were living together, then one of you needs to move out, or break the lease, etc. Ghosting is a thing. You said what should have been said. Everything else is for her validation or forgiveness and you don't owe her that. Nothing good will come from taking with her, just dump the cheater and cut all contact. Ew, good thing you found out. Move on, nothing good comes from this. Block her on all social media platforms and on your phone. If it happened once, it was a mistake, but since it happened multiple times, she made conscious decisions that led to those multiple times. She wanted it more than keeping a relationship with you. It sucks, but all she will do if you meet up is to trickle truth you and manipulate you into staying with her. Go and see and move on from the cheater. My 31M wife, 26F, is cracking jokes about my friend that just died. I have known this man my whole life. We were the same age and had the same friends. We became real close in college. I found out today that he passed. While him and I haven't talked in a while, it still made me upset. He was a really nice and funny guy. I told my wife and she didn't seem to care at all. I showed her a picture of the two of us hanging out on top of a roof during college and she said, "I bet he wishes he could be on the roof right now." I walked away and she knew I didn't like that comment. She then said, "Hey, why don't you go talk to your friend about it?" I asked what friend and she mentioned the friend that just passed. I said she was being mean, and then she got up to farted on me. I feel like she has been extremely disrespectful. We have a kid, so I don't necessarily want to leave, but I don't want to keep subjecting myself to her insensitivity. When someone close to her in her life passes, I am there for her. I certainly don't crack jokes about the person. Also, this is my first time posting on this sub, so if I broke a rule, I'm sorry. Edit. Thank you everyone who has shown support. It means a lot and shows this sub cares. My wife came home from work and went straight to bed. She worked 2 nights in a row with only 3 hours of sleep. She agreed to talk about it later this afternoon when she wakes up. Also, this is not a troll post. I wouldn't be wasting your time or mine just to make stuff up. I'll update later with the outcome of the talk. That's absolutely fucked up. I'm so sorry you gotta go through that. She got up and farted on you? This has gotta be a troll post. Is this a pattern of behavior? It sounds like she's treating you like shit. On the kid comment, growing up with two resentful parents who stayed together is not better than a two-pair TS separated who are happy. Sorry this happened to you. I think her behavior is abhorrent. Truly. She also may be going through some issues of her own now that you may not know about. Sometimes when that happens, people say mean things. Especially to people we care about the most, our loved ones. It might help if you connected with people who knew your friend to reminiscence about him with them. Or write your friend a letter. Even though he is not here. My mom, brother, sister, dog and cat died within 1 year. It's been quite traumatic for me. I write them. Each day is a little better, sometimes. Virtual hugs. What the fuck? Is she always this nice? You sure don't need any enemies. Your friend died and she farted on you. What the hell? If you don't want to leave, you definitely should look into couples counseling. Is she mentally okay? I think no mentally sound person would behave like this. What to do about my unknowingly racist BF? Sorry, this is my first Reddit post, and it's kinda long. I am a black female, 23, and my white boyfriend, 28, have been together for 9 months. My partner constantly makes racist and ignorant comments disguised as jokes. I'm so frustrated. Months ago, I first caught him gaming live with his friends referring to Asian people as CHKS, and mocking their language. I stopped him in the moment and told him it was not okay, and to stop. I once told him that I prefer to buy my haircare from black-owned businesses, and he commented about how he doesn't support black businesses because he thinks they wouldn't serve white people and thus black people are re-segregating themselves. He said that he doesn't have white privilege, as he isn't rich. I explained that white privilege in his case would equate to never experiencing discrimination based on his race and gender. This made me livid and sad. I asked if he had ever had conversations with his previous partners about race, and he said no. I don't believe that at all. I believe he wasn't truly listening. He has dated biracial black girls in his past, prior to me. We talked for hours and he agreed to make an effort to educate himself on black history. His dad, who does landscaping, maintenance and was whacking weeds one morning outside of where we were staying. He greets his dad with, "Good morning, John." Or should I say Jose? I stopped him in that moment too. Months later, we are on a road trip, and I say, "Wow. Why are all of these fast food places coming out with a new chicken sandwich all of a sudden? They've had chicken sandwiches on their menus for a long while." He responds with, "Because Black Lives Matter." I yelled to him that comment was absolutely unacceptable. He said it was a joke and that he wouldn't joke like that again. I will not tolerate that crap. Today, I mentioned an experience I had being Haitian American in school. He says that I'm just American. I corrected him. He said that because I wasn't born there, I don't get to identify as Haitian. That it's only for people who are born there and become American citizens. I took this as an opportunity to explain the differences between race, nationality, and ethnicity. He argued with me. Me. The one with immigrant parents. I love many things about him. I have no doubt in my mind that he cares for me. But I am tired of this. I haven't told any of my friends or family. I am too embarrassed. I feel that I've gone above and beyond with taking time to explain why these comments are problematic. At this point, I feel he's choosing to turn a blind eye to my concerns. He is my first partner ever, and I don't know if this will change with time. Am I being emotionally mistreated? Is he gaslighting me, or is he genuinely confused? Has anyone ever dealt with this? Any advice is greatly appreciated. Are you sure he's being unknowingly racist? Seems to me like he's doing it on purpose. You've explained it to him many times and he just doesn't care. He's a racist and if you stay, you'll see it's going to get worse. I don't know what you mean by unknowingly racist. He knows what he's saying. This is who he is as a person. Please do yourself a favor and remove him from your life. Clearly he doesn't respect you. Don't walk. Run. You dump him. He sounds ignorant and close-minded. I would leave, it could be dangerous. It would be one thing if he was ignorant to certain things and he took the time to learn and understand. But that's not him. He is being straight-up racist and with how many times you've tried to correct him, he won't change. As a black woman who has dated a white man with similar issues. You need to dump him. It's not worth it. You don't want a partner who behaves like this. If he can make racist jokes like that, there is no way that he truly cares about you or respects you, because if he did, he would be sensitive to the fact that these comments he is making are hurtful to you. Also take this as a learning experience for next time. If you are going to date someone outside of your race, Make sure they are educated in black issues and understand that racist comments like the ones your current boyfriend is saying isn't okay at all. Put yourself first. He can't both be with a black woman and then turn around and make racist jokes.